all purposes, all the powers, the power that surpasses all of the powers, the great power, the great power, the power that surpasses all the powers, the power that surpasses all of the powers. Hallelujah. 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 Once again, we thank the Lord for allowing you and I to be in His presence on this Power Day, to see His glory, to see His power, to see His presence manifested in our lives. There are many who would rather be here, but for one reason or another, they cannot be here. We don't say this to mock them, but to give God thanks and glory for His wonderful works in our lives. And this evening, we are going to go to the book of Ezekiel. This is the call of the prophet Ezekiel by God on a mission, an apostolic calling. When God appears to you personally and sends you on an errand, that's what's called an apostolic calling. Ezekiel is an apostle of God that is sent to His people of Israel. The fourth is chapter 2 of Ezekiel, verses 2 to 10. Verse 1 says, He said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. Well, Ezekiel was lying prostrate on the floor. How did he land on the floor? Verse 1 speaks of how he saw the glory of the Lord. And no one of us can see the glory of the Lord and remain standing. All of us will fall to the ground and faint because of the power and the fear that will come over us. So that's what happened to Ezekiel when he was taking the presence of God and he saw the glory and he saw the brightness of His firmament and all these things. He was overcome and he fell to the floor and he couldn't get up. God actually told him to get up and he could not get up because He says, stand up on your feet and I will speak unto you. So when he could not get up, that's when the Spirit of the Lord entered into him. See, and verse 2 says, and the Spirit of the Lord entered into me when He spake unto me and set me upon my feet, that I heard Him that spake unto me. See? He himself could not get up. He needed the assistance of the Spirit of God. So enter into him and to give him the strength to get up. What am I trying to tell you here is that in God's presence, none of us can stand, and it would need the assistance of the Spirit of God to be able to stand and listen to God when He speaks to you. The same way that Spirit entered Ezekiel is the same way the evil spirit enters many people on this earth and makes them do things that are very bad. It's the evil spirits of Satan that will enter into a woman or a man and make them to be prostitutes, to be liars, to be fraudsters. All those people doing scamming operations on the internet, on ATM cards and telephones, is not there. It's the evil spirit inside there that's making them do those things. And when those evil spirits are cast out of them, they will become normal. And they'll be wondering. I remember listening to testimony of a first-class graduate in architecture who graduated in architecture from London first class and found that every time the spirit would come into him, he would go and rob a house. And he would stay in that house until the criminals came there and they would arrest him and send him to jail. Even though he knew it was wrong, he could not stop it. In fact, when he gave his testimony, he was delivered at one of the churches in Nigeria. He said he knew it was wrong, but he could not, once the spirit came onto him, he would just find himself going to rob a house, and after robbing, he would stay there until the people of the owners of the house came and they would arrest him and send him to jail. This was first-class graduates. And he finally was delivered, and he was told that it was because the grandmother cursed him. Stepmother cursed him because she found some jewelry in his hands like that and placed a curse on him. And from that day on, his life changed. So the same way the Holy Spirit can enter a man of God and use them to do supernatural things, the same way the spirit of the devil can enter man or woman. And it's more common for the spirit of the devil to enter people because most people are not holy or righteous. Many of us, we use things belonging to Satan. And so the devil uses that to enter our lives. All this makeup, rings, jewelry, or wigs, they use it as a channel to enter your life. And you don't know it. And when they enter your life, you find that suddenly they afflict you. You can no longer pray. You don't want to come to church. You don't want to fast. You don't want to hear the word of God anymore. It's not natural. You know, many Satanists, they confess, they say that this is how they attack Christians. They send the spirit of slumber against them. When they go to church, they cannot. They just start dozing off. They can't hear the word of God. They distract them with all kinds of things. All these things we see happening, they are not natural. They are the works of satanic forces. So the same way that spirit of God entered into Ezekiel and made him get up, the same way the spirit of Satan can enter human beings once the door is open. If you commit sin, anytime you commit a sin, you open the door for Satan to enter your life. That means the majority of this world will be open because most of this world have sinned against God. And once that spirit enters, it begins to afflict you in all kinds of ways. So that spirit entered him and it set him upon his feet. In fact, it was the spirit moving inside him. The same spirit that entered Samson and it made him kill 1,000 men with the jawbone of a donkey. Can you imagine? One man killed 1,000 men. That's supernatural acts because of the spirit inside him. See? And let's go to Ezekiel 3:24. And Ezekiel 3:24 says, "Then the spirit entered into me and set me upon my feet and spake with me and said unto me, Go, shut thyself within the house." So you can see the spirit of the Lord taking possession of the man of God frequently here. Why? Because he's holy. He had a holy life. If you had a rebellious life, the same way the evil spirit will enter you every time and making you do evil things. So that eventually possesses you and you can't even say no anymore. See, this is why you and I need to be washed by the blood of Jesus Christ every day and confess our sins, because every sin you commit is a door for Satan to open and enter your life and destroy you. And so God said to Ezekiel, "Son of man, I send you to the children of Israel, as God's people who are covenant with them, to a rebellious nation that are rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day." So God says these people have rebelled against him and he was sending him to deliver a message of God to them. So what's the first point? God is very merciful for us. Even when we sin against him, he's still ready to save you and I. He said they had rebelled against him. Jeremiah 3:25 said, even they and their fathers had rebelled against him. How? Because they now followed idols. God told them not to follow idols, but that's what they were doing, worshipping idols and doing all kinds of things against the will of God. But God still wanted to give them a chance. If it was us human beings who have destroyed each other a long time ago, but God is very merciful. Even when we turn against him, he still has mercy upon us. He wants us to come back and repent to him. So, is it Jeremiah 3:25? Somewhere it is?
Jeremiah 3:25.
Yes.
We lie down in our shame, and our hood covers us. For we have sinned against the Lord our God.
Yes.
We and our fathers,
Yeah.
from our youth even this day,
Yes.
and have not obeyed the voice of the Lord our
See,
God.
we have not obeyed the voice of God. Jeremiah confessed it. So for their impudent children, what does impudent mean? It means stout-hearted, somebody who is very stubborn. They are stubborn children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and you shall say unto them, thus saith the Lord God. In other words, he's going to say, it's not me speaking to you. This is God delivering this message. I'm just a channel is using. Now, those children of Israel, are they better than us or are we better than them? Clearly the answer is no. This generation is just as rebellious, if not more rebellious than the children of Israel. Because they're now into more satanic things, more terrible things. There's so much freedom now, which there wasn't then. Satan has so many uses now that he can afflict people. So this message is just as relevant now as it was then. So what's going to send you to do his work? Know that you're going to speak to rebellious people. People who are not interested in serving God, who want to do their own thing, and then they want God to come to their own level and serve them. They don't want to serve God, they want God to serve them. Say, Lord, I want this, yes, give it to me. Thank you. See you next time I need something. But come and pray, oh, I'm busy at work. Come to church, oh, I have an appointment. Come and fast. No, you see. But they know when they need something to come to God. And they say whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, in other words, even if they refuse, for the rebellious house, yet shall know that there has been a prophet among them. So God is saying, well, your job is not to say that, oh, they haven't listened to me. No, your job is to speak the word. You know they're rebellious anyway. So whether they listen to you or not doesn't matter. You just speak the word. They will soon know that the words you speak are true, because those words will come to pass in their life. That's what they remember. They will soon know there's a prophet among them. Ezekiel 33:33. You know, people do not believe until they see a sign. And this is a clear message to you and I. When we go to speak to people about Jesus, we should not be afraid whether they will listen or not, whether they will agree or not. That is not our own responsibility. Our own responsibility as God's servants is to go out to the world and speak the words of life to men, women, and children. Whether they listen or not, that's not a problem. It's God that will take those words that you speak and put in their hearts and make grow and change them. God is the only one who can change the heart of a man. No human being can do it. Okay, Ezekiel 33:33. 33, yes.
And when this comes to pass, surely it will come. Then they will know that a prophet has been among them.
See? If the world doesn't see a sign, they will not believe. This is why Jesus Christ did many miracles. He didn't have to do the miracles. He did it as a bait to catch the fish, who are the people. You know, a fish would not normally come to the nets until you put a bait inside. When it sees the bait, the fish will be attracted to come and eat that bait. Once it comes there, gets hooked in its jaw, then you can bring it out. So, he said, I send you to the fishers of men. The men and the fish, we're supposed to fish them out. So the bait is the signs and miracles that God does to draw them. Say, I want to be part of this kind of miraculous ministry. I also want to see this sign. They will come. And when they come, the Holy Spirit will grab hold of them and change them from the inside out. So this is the message for you and I. Don't be discouraged when you go to preach and nobody gives attention and they walk away. No, you have done your job, which is to speak the words of God to them. On the day of judgment, they will remind them, on so date, my servants spoke to you about me, and you did not believe it. See? And thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words. Though briars and thorns be with them, be with thee, and those that dwell among scorpions. Can you imagine? God is calling his own people scorpions. Do you know a scorpion's sting is the most painful sting in the whole world? A scorpion stings you is the most painful sting. He's referring to human beings as scorpions and briars and thorns. What is a briar? It's like a prickly plants. If you come near them, you get a very sharp pain because it will prick you. That was the people I'm sending you to. Don't go too close to them because they will prick you and experience a lot of pain. And if they sting you like a scorpion, you know what to experience. So just pick my word, let me do the work. It's a mistake many of us make. Because people come to church and wear sutana and all this, you think that you can just go become friends with them. Many of those people are scorpions, many are snakes, many are brazen thorns. If you come too close to them, you will suffer damage. Just stand afar, speak the words to them, let God change them. Your duty is not to change them. You just speak the word of God, that's all. So don't be afraid of them. Why? Because they will make him afraid. They will threaten him. They will react negatively to him. They will reject him. Even our Lord Jesus Christ was rejected, even in his own family. He said, no, don't let that bother you. Their reactions to you, they mock you, they call you names. Don't let that bother you. There's a story of a man who was in a country for, well, let's take the case of Noah, for instance. Noah and his family were building the ark for 120 years. And they didn't have a single convert. Nobody came to them. Nobody came to say, Papa Noah, can I join you in this work you're doing? No. 120 years. So for an evangelist who went to a new country to do evangelism, and for I think 15 or 20 years, not a single convert came to this church. It was just him and his family. After 20 years, the ministry expanded exponentially and the whole country came to him. Over 20 years, not a single convert. How would you feel if you were in his shoes? Many would have given up and gone to that, no, this place is a dead place, I can't get anything here. But he kept on because God had told him to go there. So we must not be discouraged when we do the work of God. When we speak to people about Jesus, when they mock us, they laugh at us and say, oh, I don't believe in all that rubbish. Don't let it disturb you. You will be counted against him on the day of judgment, that this person spoke to you and you mocked him. See? So don't be afraid of their words. When they threaten you that, oh, we don't want to like that, just shut up, we don't want to hear that kind of fanaticism here. When you correct them and they say, no, you are this, you are homophobic, you are this or that, don't let it bother you. Say you dwell among scorpions. Imagine you walking on the floor and all around you are scorpions. How would you even feel? You'll be filled with fear, right? Because if you go accidentally step on any of them, you'll just use the tail, BAM! And you'll scream in pain. So that was this work he was sending him to do was a very dangerous work. Very dangerous. The same thing when God sends you to preach his word is a very dangerous work. Some people think, oh, it's a question of getting about speaking. No. Because among the people you are speaking to, there are witches and wizards there. They are planning to kill you. Do you think that the witches and wizards are happy that this church is here? They're not. They're looking for every way to close this church. They have meetings to close this church every day, but God doesn't allow them. That's why we're still here. They don't want any lights. They don't want anybody being delivered. They don't want anybody preaching the truth to set people free. No. They want everybody to go to hell like they're going to go. See? So the Christian life is one of warfare. It's one of battle. The day you become a Christian, that day is when the battle begins. Satan will attack you in your finances, in your marriage, your children, your job, your career, everywhere you go, he will attack you. He will put traps in your path. I was just listening to one testimony of a Satanist today. He said that he will go to the junction and spread a net there. And he said that anybody that finds that net, who is not a full-blown Christian, they will collect their stars and their destinies and take it to the kingdom. And then he went one day after a big football match, he went and stood on the junction and spread the nets there. And the net had gathered a lot of people's destinies, a lot of people's stars. Unbeknown to him was a strong Christian coming through. By the time he realized it was too late. As soon as that strong Christian entered the junction, all the net broke and scattered completely. In fact, he said it caught fire. And so all the people's stars that collected went back to the people who owned them. See, we have the power of God in our lives. If only we can follow him in holiness and righteousness, we'll see the power of God in our lives. So don't be dismayed by their looks. See? When you are preaching, they give you bad looks, though they be a rebellious house. Now, know this. We are sending you to the scorpions, the snakes, the terrible people. Don't look at their face. Don't let them intimidate you. You just go and speak my word. And you shall speak my words unto them, whether they hear or whether they will not hear, for the most rebellious. God said again, don't be guided by their response. Don't be discouraged. Don't say, nobody's hearing me. No. They will not hear you. You already told him. Jeremiah 1 verse 7 and 17. Jeremiah 1 verse 7 and 17. So the words of God is the key. Jesus Christ said, my words are life and spirits. That word has the power to change men and women when they hear it, to convict them of sin, of righteousness, and of judgment. Go on.
The words of Jeremiah,
yes.
the son of Hilkiah, of the priest,
yes.
who were in Anton, in the land of Benjamin,
yes.
to whom the word of the Lord came in,
yes.
in the day of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, the 30th year of this reign. Therefore, prepare yourself and arise,
yes.
and speak to them
yes.
all that I command you.
Yes.
Do not be dismayed before their faces.
Yes.
Least I dismay you before them.
You see, they don't be dismayed, don't be discouraged by their parents when they look at you with bad looks, when they call you names, when they spread false rumor about you. Don't discourage you. You just keep on doing the work I sent you to. Remember, it's the person who sent you that you have to report to, not the people who sent you to. You must all remember this, because all of us are called to be evangelists, to talk to people about Jesus. Don't think it's only the role of the priest. No, even you, wherever you are, you're supposed to preach the word of God. So, but you son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Don't be rebellious like thy rebellious house. Well, when he said that, what was I saying? Don't be rebellious to me. Don't refuse what I told you to do. Don't say, I'm too scared of these people. If I speak to them, they will stone me and all these things. No. You just go ahead, because I'm with you. Jesus Christ said, I'm with you even to the ends of the age. He has never left us nor forsaken us. He said, open your mouth and eat what I give to you. See? So when God sent Jeremiah, he didn't expect Ezekiel and Jeremiah, he didn't expect them to go to speak their own words. It was God's words inside them that were going to come out. That's why you and I have to read our Bibles. Let that word be in us. Because when we open our mouth, God will feel what's inside us. We'll speak it out to people. So he asked Ezekiel to open his mouth. And he's going to fill his mouth with his own words. Let's go to Revelation 10 verse 9. Open your mouth and eat what I give to thee. We should open our mouth and fill it with the word of God. Ingest and digest the word of God daily in our lives as spiritual food. And what gives you and I healthy spiritually. Not the talk show, not the news, not the soap operas. It's the word of God in us that will keep us strong. The word of God is a double-edged sword. So the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Well, Revelation 10 verse 9.
So I went to the angel and said to him, give me the little book. And he said to me, take and eat it.
Yes.
And it will make your stomach bitter.
That's it.
But it will be as sweet as honey in your mouth.
And so he opened his mouth, and a roll of a book was sent unto him, and he spread it before him. It was written within and without, and I was on both sides. And I was written there in lamentations and mourning and woe. Can you imagine? That book was full of lamentation and woe. Now that was the message of going to give to them. A message of lamentation, a message of woe, a message of mourning. Because that was a message of judgments was God gave him. And he ate it. So once it's inside him now, when he speaks, the word will come. See, for you to really preach the word of God, you have to have the word of God inside you first. You cannot be a preacher or an evangelist if you don't have that word inside you. It's what's inside that the Holy Spirit will take as you're preaching and will speak to his own people through you. See? We don't speak the words, our own words, or our head knowledge. When we speak to people, we use the word of God inside us. That's why you and I must ingest and digest that food every day. So that when Satan comes against you, you just bring out the sword and attack him. That's what Jesus did when Satan came to tempt him in the wilderness. Every time Jesus spoke, he never spoke his own word, not one word. He just said, it is written, thou shalt not feed on bread alone. It is written, thou shalt not worship any other but the Lord of God. Every time, Jesus would fight with the word of God. If he didn't have the word of God in him, he couldn't have done that. And Satan himself knows the word of God. So don't think that if you don't know the word, you kind of, no. After all, he quoted Psalm 91 for Jesus. He said, the word of God says that you shall walk and the angels of God will carry you, shall not allow you to strike your foot against a stone. Satan knows the word of God better than 99% of human beings. So if your word of God is not better than Satan, if Jesus didn't know that word, Jesus said, yes, you are right, Satan. No, he just said you are trying to misapply the word of God. And he rebuked you with another word. So you must know the word of God better than Satan to welcome this word. So we thank God for his word, that you and I are being sent to the world, to our neighbors, to our family members, to our co-workers, to our club members, to share the word of God, the word of life to them. Because many of them are spiritually dead. Many of them are in darkness. And when we go, we must not be discouraged. We must not let their looks, their mockings, their behavior discourage us. That's not our job. Our job is just to open our mouth, release that word. It's God's job to change them and to convict them. Let us pray. Jehovah, Jesus Christ, and Michael, the God of all glory, the Alpha and the Omega, the God of all truth. Thank you for the words of Christ given to us today. Father, let us all sink into our spirits. Open our mouths and fill our hearts with the word, as you did for Ezekiel, that we may go out to speak your word with boldness, as you empower the apostles of the book of Acts and fill them with the spirit of boldness to preach a word, even though they are being threatened by the Senate and other people. Give us that boldness to preach a word, not to regard the faces of man or the afflictions or the attacks. So preach your word boldly, that truly we can inherit the kingdom of heaven and lead our journeys. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Amen.